a doctor and a minister to try and communicate their speech in the form of a spreadsheet. For those of us who spend our days in spreadsheets, you would have realised, of course, that columns are letters and not numbers. But nicely done. Gwen, please come up.
Feeling a little bit of pressure after that one. So thinking back over the past 18 months, every time I got the news, I'm going to tear up. That someone had booked flights from Australia to be here today, I got a little buzz of joy. So I have to say, it feels quite amazing being here with all you wonderful people in this room in the middle of Ireland. I'm tremendously moved that all of you were willing to travel from near and far to share this day with us. The people in this room are loving family, school friends, uni friends, college friends, work friends, and friends made along life's journey. You are theatre buddies, fellow festival goers, party people, travel companions, and dinner buddies. You all indulge me in countless hours of conversations and wines, bringing joy to my world and helping me navigate my way through life. So thank you. And while it's traditionally the groom's role to make all the thank yous, so I won't steal too much of Peter's material for later, there's a few people who deserve special mention from me. Our mothers, who went to extraordinary efforts in not only providing but also making our wonderful wedding cakes. Which look absolutely amazing and which I'm very much looking forward to getting to sample later. My aunt Kate and Uncle Chris, who carefully selected the wine and made the box for the ceremony, as well as Chris, who's been doing a stellar videographer job for us today. As mentioned in the ceremony, these two and my mother's other sisters, Helen and Margaret, are like my second family, having always looked after me, particularly during my 6 years living in Sydney. I have to give very special mention to my amazing friend Isabel. Without whom this wedding wouldn't be nearly as stylish. She did all our design work, from invitations to menus to ceremony booklets to the keyring wedding favours, table names and table plan. She never said no to any of my new ideas or requests. All the while balancing a job, her own business and motherhood. She's an absolute superstar and I'm so grateful for her friendship and all her help and support in putting together our day. And there's my bridesmaids. Three sensational women. I owe a lot to the three of you. Caitlin Corkill is the person here who has known me the longest apart from my family, and Bob Bowker. She is fiercely intelligent. Every conversation with her is a revelation, and while we are peers, she has taught me so much about life. And even though we haven't lived in the same city together for 8 years, she continues to be one of my closest friends. Caitlin Hurley, who has known me nearly as long, and who is an unwavering source of love and support in my life. His kindness, humour and patient ear have helped me through the ups and downs. And Quetzal, who is very special to both Peter and me, who is our housemate in Coogee the first time we properly lived together. Quetzal is a loyal friend who is always up for anything. Swims, road trips, food adventures, you name it. And it has to be said, she travelled to Melbourne from Sydney for every single milestone event and house party we celebrated while living there. Today is about joining together two cultures and families. With so many Australian guests, we wanted to show off lots of Irish elements throughout the day. So we have Irish flowers, Irish food, and of course a good Irish shindig. And there's of course my new Irish family. I have to give a special thank you to the Lawlers for warmly accepting me into your family long before we made it official. PJ and Deirdre, your generosity and hospitality is unrivaled. You have an amazing family, and while you've treated me as a member of your family for a long time now, I'm delighted to have officially become part of it today. To my parents, for all you've done for me, you've given me my love of travel and learning about the world, even if you haven't always approved of when I've prioritised it over my career. Your approach to marriage, as equals in partnership, is instilled in me, is a part of me that I love, and one I will carry with me for the rest of my life. Your generosity and support has given me the freedom to make the most of opportunities that life has thrown my way. Thank you. Finally, Peter. Peter's and my journey together has been underway for some time now. I was only 22 years old when I met him. You're going to be so sick of this story by the end of the night.
Yeah, whole speech actually quite.
I was doing my you got a slightly different tilt on this time. I was doing my open water diving qualification in Egypt. There was one skill you had to do to pass your license, which was to take off your mask underwater and breathe through the regulator for 1 minute. I hated it. The way the water went up my nose and made me feel like I was choking. I nearly gave up on the whole thing just because I didn't want to do it. But then I thought that I didn't want the cute Irish boy I met to think I was unadventurous. So I did it, and he's been encouraging me to take on my fears ever since. When I came to Dublin after that, we quickly fell in love. And even though I thought I didn't believe in long-distance relationships at the time, our love persisted from opposite sides of the world. There's a quote by a French author I came across that I think captures it well. Absence is to love as wind is to fire. It extinguishes the little flame, fans the big. In our early romantic days, the adventures started small, with weekends away in nice hotels and climbing Sydney Harbour Bridge. And from there grew into outback road trips, multi-day hikes, and travelling to remote and questionable parts of the world on extended backpacking trips. Now we find ourselves in London, after quitting our jobs, travelling for 7 months and moving halfway around the world. Around this time, 2 years ago, we were sitting in a shared taxi in Nagaland, India, after doing the craziest international border crossing and walking across a landslide in the pouring rain. Filled with adrenaline and wonder at the world, I remember we said to each other that neither of us would be doing it if it weren't for the other. We agreed that we enhance each other's lives. And I think that's because Peter and I share a particular kind of personality disorder. Where we each have a sensible side that craves a stable life and a fixed home. On the other hand, we share a yearning to be on the road, constantly exploring the world, discovering new places and making new connections. I think some of the moments when I felt most complete are those when I've been living out of a backpack on a budget of $20 a day with Peter by my side. And while I'm pretty sure the second decade of our relationship is going to reflect our sensible sides a whole lot more than the first one did, I wouldn't trade a day of it. I think it's pretty amazing that we found each other, my husband.
Write on the Jenga blocks and to put the notes in the wine box. You get to enjoy your desserts now while Peter thinks about how to respond to them.